Welcome to today's Hangout. Today we have Adel de Meyer. She's a social media consultant and she runs her own social media consultancy in Brisbane. And she's our friend. We have done few Hangouts with Adel now, and we are always looking to have Adel with us talking about hot topics like today we will talk about Twitter. So I think that most businesses today we need to talk more about small and medium businesses in Australia and how they can use Twitter to increase their engagement with fans and clients and grow their business. Hi Adel, how are you?
Hi Sam and listeners, nice to be here, thank you.
Thank you for being with us again. And as I said, we would like to talk today about Twitter and how small and medium businesses in Australia can start using Twitter if they are not already using Twitter. And I think not all of the businesses are using Twitter for their engagement with clients. So tell us about your first tips in setting up an account on Twitter.
Great stuff. So I think the most important part to remember is to have a complete profile. I see so many clients and businesses or entrepreneurs having a Twitter profile, but it's not set up completely. So I would say a good profile picture is an absolute must. And then as well your Twitter banner. And use this free space for advertising. Put a link to your website or special offer. Like this is free advertising space, so definitely utilize that. And then very importantly is your location. Unless you're an international client serving all over the world, have your location in there because people might be searching for a business in a certain location, and if your location is not in there, people don't know where you're from. And then the most important part is that complete bio. Nobody wants to follow someone if they don't know what you are about. Who are you? What do you do? What are you going to tweet about? What is your business about? So have a short snippet in there. Say a special offer. Even if you want to, you can have a link in there as well. I myself have a link to my LinkedIn profile, which I've included extra there. And then in my bio for Twitter, I've got a link to my website. And I would just say really pay good attention on having that description in your bio finished so people know who you are.
Yes, that's great. And I would like to add to that, which is important part now, is the different sizes for the pictures, the profile picture and the banner picture in Twitter. It's different than before. It's bigger now, so if you didn't update them regularly with the latest sizes, it will look distorted and it will look very strange sometimes. And people look at your business on social networks like your shop. You can put your shop in a bad shape. You are always have your shop ready for customers to go in, and the same for social networks. If your profile picture is still the standard Twitter egg, you are in a bad shape.
Unless it's Easter, which is this weekend, that's fine. You can have some eggs out there. But otherwise, definitely not.
Yeah, as you said, people would like to know you as a business mainly, and your logo should be there, and the profile picture. If you have a shop, it might be a good idea to have your shop on the picture. This will link the people to your business directly. They will remember your name. They will remember how your shop look like, and they might like something on the picture and come to the shop for that. And second thing we would like to talk about is the hashtags. Sometimes people are confused about the hashtags, how they can use them, and are they helpful for them or not?
I would say the power of a hashtag is beyond belief. I personally love hashtags, but I also try to not overuse them. So that's obviously the way that you communicate on Twitter or find certain conversations. So some people might run weekly Twitter chats, and they will have their own specified hashtags. So everybody knows when they search up that hashtag, they can join in that conversation, which is a great brand awareness tool. So I would recommend any small business to look into starting Twitter chats. Then there's also, if you want to talk about a certain event that's going on, maybe like the plane crash we had, unfortunately, again, I think last week or the week before, the conversation that started around that, it was immediate news, everybody started talking about it. So you can go up, search up the relevant hashtags and join the conversation and find out the news as it happens. I think Twitter is very popular for that fact, for people wanting that instant news or breaking news or what's happening. And also engaging with celebrities. I find people enjoy that closeness they have with a celebrity where they can join a conversation. And then with small businesses and brands and products, it's definitely a great way to start communication about specific content that you provide. I find most successful tweets out there is all about, hey, look at this great infographic we designed about building a new software program, or look at this great white paper, or here's some freebies on design or color choosing for certain product. Things like that. Twitter people love information, and if it's really valuable, they'll share it on, and their friends will share it on, and before you know it, you can have 100 views on your webpage just from that small hashtag and something that you shared of value. But you do have to remember, Twitter's got an etiquette. The people on there do like most people to stay within that. So it's not to bombard everybody with 50 tweets at once. Spread your tweets and your message out throughout the day. Don't rudely interrupt conversations or make nasty comments or things like that. And if you do find something valuable, then retweet it or favorite it and pass the message on. So I would definitely recommend that if you're not familiar with Twitter, go to Google, search up Twitter etiquette and read about how to communicate on the platform correctly, because then you'll be successful from day one. What do you think?
This is one of the things that was really funny sometimes, that I see people tweeting like 50 hashtags. So there is no tweet, it's just hashtags. Hashtagging every word in the tweet, which is very strange. So this is not engaging. People are not going to be happy with that. They are not going to engage with that. They might see it, as you said, in their newsfeed, or they have a special search for a certain hashtag, but they most probably will unfollow you if you are doing that.
Absolutely. And also retweeting too much. Like, don't retweet 5 or 10 things at once. Also, again, spread it out a bit and mix it up with your own content. I think important. And I think the sweet spot for hashtags is 2 to 3. I think 3 should be an absolute maximum that you add in. So let's say you're talking about a conversation about an event that's happening in Brisbane. You would say, attend tomorrow's event in Brisbane, so hashtag Brisbane. You will use the event hashtag, and you can maybe put in like an emotion, like excited or exciting, or see you there. So that's what I mean by structuring it out and using a maximum of 3 hashtags. What do you think, Sam? Do you think 3 is a good number?
Yeah, 3 is the max. I think you can't use more than 3 hashtags in the tweet, because most probably your tweet is not talking about 3 different topics, or not going to work for 3 different interests. But the other thing with Twitter, which is being instant, I can tell you that when the Shark Tank program started on the TV, a lot of people was hashtagging Shark Tank, and some of the people who started to use Twitter to engage with fans during certain events, like in the last few weeks here in Australia, there were the Cricket World Cup, and some, I can say, creative small businesses and medium businesses around the arena, the stadiums, started to tweet about the cricket and their location, or their cafe or restaurant or whatever. So the people who are maybe in the stadium attending the event, they can go out after that and have some fun in their cafe.
Exactly.
So it's using the events and engaging with the event instantly, and engaging with what's happening, as you said, instantly, is the good thing about Twitter even more than Facebook, I guess, because Facebook's a bit different here.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Your audience and the mindset of people. I always say to people, try and think of the mindset someone is in when they're using a certain platform. So your Facebook is more family orientated. It's where people go to see news about family and friends. So you've got to be in that sort of frame of mind and thinking. Where Twitter is more fast, instant. Um, Almost the word I want to use is that hippie sort of mind, like quick and what's happening, and I found this, oh, check this out. That's that more kind of a mindset. And where someone would be using Pinterest, I would say it's different mindset again. You may be looking for a nice pair of boots or ideas for Easter eggs for the weekend, so you're in that creative mindset. So that's a great tip I can give people as well. Try and think of the mindsets the consumer is in when they're visiting these different platforms, and adapt your voice and your message to reach out to that mindset.
Yeah, and this takes me to the next part, which is the tools. I know that there is some tools people are using with Twitter to increase their engagement or even to analyze what are their tweets are doing and how fans are engaging with them. And you would like to tell us about some tools related to Twitter.
Yes, I'd love to share this. So these are just ones I personally use myself, and I find them very interesting and very helpful. And I really wanted to share that today with the audience. So the first one I would like to cover is called Twitonomy. So it's Twitonomy. So there's a paid version of this, but also a free version. And what you do is you just access it with your Twitter handle, and it actually gives you a lot of statistics. It's really interesting. It shows you how many times you've listed on Twitter, in your reach, your most tweeted tweets, your favorites, all of that in just in graphs. So I personally love using that one. I haven't tried the paid version yet because I think the free one, the stuff they've got here, they've got your mentions and retweets. You can search your followers, so more in detail information about your followers and then the people you are following, and also your lists you've created. So for me, on a free version, that's already quite a lot of information. And then there's Twitterland. So this one is spelled Twtrland. So this one is fabulous to use if you're trying to reach influencers in a certain category. You can use this software. So you can look for people that's influencers in social media, marketing, coffee, wine, any product you can think of. You can go in and search for these people, and that will actually show you from 1 up to, I think, the top 500 influencers in a certain topic on Twitter. So as a brand, this is gold because you want to follow and engage with influencers in a field. So that
Yeah, this is very interesting. This one is very interesting, and I think a lot of businesses will be interested on trying that. We will have the links to these tools on our page after we finish the Hangout.
Yes.
One of the tools that I would like to talk about, which is, let's say, not a good tool now, is a tool to avoid, and I won't name that. There is a tool that you can install on your Twitter account, and it will retweet any tweet with a certain hashtag. So let's say someone installed this software and said, anyone says Adelaide, hashtag, just retweet this from my account. So this
Yes.
account, I know, I already unfollowed that one for sure, because it's annoying now. So everyone says anything, like whatever, hashtag Adelaide, this account will
That's
retweet.
not a good idea.
Really
Yes.
bad. So please avoid such bad tools.
Yes.
But I would like to ask you, are you using any kind of auto-responding tools for new followers on Twitter?
No, absolutely not. I would not recommend that as well. It just irritate and annoy most people. There's a lot of people that send this auto direct message when someone follows them where it says, hey, thanks for following me, please visit my website. My personal recommendation is totally against it. People do not like it. Everybody know it's not a message from you. They know it's just some automated tool that you've sent it to. So my personal advice is not to do that. I don't know. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I think even when someone is following you, each one is different. Each Twitter follower is different, and you have to look at their profile and customize the message. I know sometimes it takes a long time to do that, but it has to be personalized message based on that person interests or education or why they are following you. But sometimes people are following you for because they are fans of your business, and others are following you to sell you something.
Yes.
So, and usually, if you have your website on your bio, you don't have to add that on the automated message when someone follows you. And as you
Yeah.
said, I'm following you on Twitter. I don't want to follow you on Facebook because Facebook is more family and everything. So you are losing the people interests.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because there is so much automation out there these days, people are aware of it and they can quickly pick up, when it's now you're not really paying attention, you just automating all of your stuff. So the only automation that I do personally use is Hootsuite, and the automation I do use there is scheduling in some posts. Because I've got followers from all over the world, unfortunately, I need to sleep as well, so I can't reach all of them because while I'm sleeping, they're just starting their day. So I schedule in some interesting, good quality content to go out throughout the day so I can reach and speak to all my fans. So that's the only automation I use. But as far as replying and responding to comments or retweets or favorites or inbox messages, I do that hands-on myself. Some people might disagree and say, no, we'll just automate most of our stuff. And if that works for you and your profile grows to be very successfully doing that, then fine, do it. Um, it's just my personal recommendation.
It's about engagement with the fans, and if you are automating your messages, you should know or you should measure the return on investment that you are doing, because this is some investment. You are investing your time here. So if you're doing that and no one is calling your business or ordering something from you, so what you're doing is not right. You are on the social networks not for fun. You are there to have more clients, engage your clients, drive them to buy something from you, or even give you a good review or a good comment about your business. But you're not there for just having fun. And the other thing I would like to highlight here, as you said, automating or scheduling posts is not bad thing unless you are not doing that more than 2 times or something per day for each tweet. I personally do that for digital avenues because we need more people to reach our tweets, and we need our tweets to reach more people in different areas. But we are just tweeting the same tweet maximum 2 times a day, because when you are tweeting, not everyone of your followers are online at the same time, and there is hundreds of tweets now in each second. So it's not usually easy for people to see your tweet if you are tweeting once. So if
Yes.
you are tweeting good quality content, as you said, and this is what we are trying to do with digital avenues, we recommend that you can do that for the same tweet 2 times a day, even to serve different time zones, not just one time zone at a time.
Yeah, and there's also tools, again, like I mentioned, we will put them at the bottom of the post today for people to look at. There's tools that actually analyze your followers, and they can tell you, listen, the best time for you to tweet is, say, 6 p.m. and 1 a.m., or 2 a.m. and 8 p.m. So there is tools that can help you to analyze when most of your audience is online. So I would highly recommend that people do that. But if you're just starting out and you don't have much of a following yet, the recommendation is just have good quality content, have a few hashtags, make sure your profile is set up nicely, and start joining conversations. Look for Twitter chats that you can join. and enjoy those, and also connect with influencers in the field or even social media influencers, because if they enjoy your content, they will also share it with their audience. The other point I wanted to mention as well, a tweet has only a lifespan of 7 to 8 minutes. So
That's very short.
it's 7 to 8 minutes is the lifespan of a tweet. So where you were saying, Sam, you might sometimes schedule the same message twice a day. That's fine, because it will be lost from morning till the afternoon.
So these are great tips for starting an account on Twitter. What's your last tip for us today, Adel?
I think it's just to really make time for social media, make time for Twitter and Facebook, especially as a business. If you want to tackle this as a business, and you must remember it's about building relationships, and then the sales will come. Put time aside. If you're going to take on social media, do it and do it properly. Put time aside, say at least a half an hour to an hour per day, where you can monitor and engage with your audience. And then I would say about 15 minutes per day you can then set aside for scheduling content to your different platforms. But definitely make social a priority, because this is real time. You're engaging with people real time. Complaints from customers will be real time. And once it's up there and you don't see it or you don't respond to it, it will just get worse. So you want to respond to complaints and comments. Do not delete them unless they use foul language. But if it's a genuine complaint, handle it nicely, get it offline, sort out the problem for the client. If you get compliments and people say nice things about your business, be sure to engage. Say thank you, hope to see you soon, or retweet a tweet if it was a tweet on Twitter. Make sure you just engage. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard and anybody can do it.
Thank you for these tips today, Adel, and thanks for this hangout about Twitter. And we will be looking forward to have you again soon talking about one of the social media hot topics. Thanks, Adel.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye.